The following story isn't real. Everything that relates to this in real life is a coincidence. My name is Roger, and I had just got my Wii U on Christmas 2013. I had got the Splatoon and the Super Smash Bros. Bundle for the console, and whenever I opened the box, I was so excited. Me and my sister Morgan set it up. We made our profiles and accounts, and I wanted to give Splatoon a try, but my sister wanted to play Super Smash Bros. We went on a little rock, paper, scissors run for a few turns till I stopped and said, "How about we go in the Mii Maker?" My sister said, "Oh yeah, we should try that." So we made our family members, friends of ours, and obviously ourselves. We had a grand old time for about an hour until we realized that it's now 1 o'clock and we haven't even played a single game on the Wii U yet. It's a tradition for our family to have a nice barbecue around the afternoon time for Christmas. It's very fun. Our cousins come over and stuff like that. They eventually realized that we have a Wii U, and so it was like, oh, I forgot to tell you guys. And since the bundle included a few controllers, we all played Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon. Splatoon can only go up to 2 players, funny enough. For the cousins that came over for the barbecue this day, we forgot to make them a Mii. So before we did that, we decided to go to the Mii Maker and make them a character so they can have someone to play as in Super Smash Bros. Because we all wanted to play as our own thing in Super Smash Bros. Whenever we went to the Mii Maker a second time, we saw something a bit weird. A small facial feature on every single Mii that we created the day prior changed slightly. In slight terms, maybe, if the mouth was moved a bit smaller, the eyes were pushed upward by a few pixels. But it was kind of weird. After we fixed it all, finally, our cousins made their Miis. It's 3 o'clock now and the barbecue is finally done. We never realized how much time is spent until our father called us downstairs to eat lunch. After that, we washed up and played outside for a little bit. After that, we played some Super Smash Bros. Again. Only after about 5 or 6 games, everybody kind of stopped and we decided to play Splatoon. We never got to play Splatoon yet. Since there is a actual 2-player mode, we thought it'd be kind of boring if we all played and took turns, so we decided to just play online individually. So, I got to play an online game, then my sister went, then my cousin, and then my other cousin. We played for a hot while. After 10 minutes, I overheard my aunt say she's gonna check up on the kids upstairs. So I hear her walk up the stairs, and she finally comes upstairs, and we all greet her with a warm welcome. And she asks, "What's this gaming system you guys got today?" We all tell her it's the Wii U, and we've been waiting for it for so long. We tell her a few features, and Morgan tells her about the Mii Maker. After she finds out how the whole console works, my aunt says, "Oh, well, can you guys make me a character?" And we gladly accepted. And we went into the Mii Maker for the 3rd time, and yet again, we found even more facial features messed with. We had no idea what happened, and I asked them, "Who's been messing with the facial features?" Everyone declines. Then I remember the entire time we were with the Wii U, I was in the room and probably looking at the TV the most, so no one was messing with it. We shrugged it off, and yet again had to fix the weird changes that were made to the previous Mii. I then went to create my aunt a Mii. When I eventually opened up the Mii Maker's hair selections, something was strange. All the textures were kind of jittering and shaking out of the place. And even whenever I would click on a hair feature, it would show me a different one on the Mii's head. For some reason, everybody except me shrugged it off. Most likely because they've never really heard of a Wii U before last year. But in development and even the press conferences, they announced it. I was in deep diving into the information of the console, so I know this is a big problem. I didn't want to take hours to fix it or call Nintendo or look into it, so I just tried to guess all the textures and see if the proper hair options would come up, and it did. Fast forward several hours later, and my cousins and uncle end up having to leave. Right before they even get out of the door, my uncle says, "Oh, I almost forgot," and hands me a little gift wrap box. It's a tiny box, and I opened it, and it has a full version of the game Wii Sports Club and another controller. I was super excited, and I gave him a giant hug, and I almost knocked him over. I was playing it for a little bit, and surprisingly, whenever the Mii's would pop up, nothing bad ever happened. That night around 9 o'clock to 11 p.m., me and my sister Morgan, my mom, and dad were curled up on the couch together and watching multiple Christmas movies until I fell asleep. After we were done, we always went to bed and I could technically pick up back tomorrow. I passed by the bathroom upstairs and I see Morgan brushing her teeth and I said, "Give me a sec, Morgan." So I turn on the Wii U and open up the Mii Maker again to see if anything bad would happen, and it did this time. Half of my Miis were just deleted for some reason. What was slightly weird was I noticed that the Miis were deleted were everybody in my house tonight. My cousins, my aunt, my uncle, my sister, my mom and dad, and me. My sister has finished brushing her teeth. She comes out into the playroom, and she noticed when the Miis were gone, she almost screamed. And she was reasonably annoyed, as to which we spent quite a bit of time making those Miis, and now we have to do it all over again. But we didn't think it was too bad, because the Mii Maker's really fun in our aspect, so we decided to just do it again tomorrow anyway, because it's fun. Me and Morgan went to sleep, and we woke up around 8 a.m. due to us being used to waking up early the day before. And we played some Super Smash Bros. And took turns on Splatoon, and pretty much forgot about the Mii Maker incident last night. After I reminded her, we went to the Mii Maker again, and it was even worse. All of our Miis are gone. As we went to find this, I heard a slight snapping noise. It comes from the back of the Wii U, and I see the power cable. The end of it looks dark. I try to touch it, and it's really hot. I jolt my hand back out of being startled. I told Morgan, and she was freaked out. It's still 8 a.m., so we still had to be quiet. I try to turn off the Wii U, but it doesn't turn off. So I grab a sock I saw on the floor and use that to protect my hand from being hot. It worked and I was able to unplug the Wii U. What was even scarier is that the Wii U on the TV didn't turn off until about a second later, and the dialogue on the screen vaguely said, "Null isn't here." It creeped me and Morgan out, so we stopped playing for the whole first half of today to let it cool off.